Naomi Jones, a 25-year-old with big dreams, worked at a busy restaurant in the heart of Manhattan. It wasn't the kind of job she had envisioned for herself, but it paid the bills and gave her time to think about her true passion: baking. Since childhood, Naomi dreamed of opening her own bakery, a cozy little space filled with the smell of fresh pastries, where people would gather not just to eat but to make memories. She wanted each cake, cookie, and tart to tell a story, to bring a sense of warmth and joy to everyone who tasted them. But life in Manhattan wasn't easy, and neither was her job. The restaurant was known for its demanding clientele and even more demanding management. Naomi often found herself clashing with her manager, Philip, a man who prioritized profit and efficiency over creativity or kindness. To him, Naomi was just another employee, one he often criticized for wasting time when she tried to add personal touches to her work. Still, Naomi held on to her dream, saving every dollar she could and sketching ideas for her bakery during her breaks. One ordinary day at the restaurant turned into something extraordinary. A tall man with a sharp yet approachable demeanor walked in. Naomi didn't recognize him at first, but the whispers among the staff made it clear. This was no ordinary customer. It was Elon Musk, the world-famous entrepreneur and billionaire. As usual, Philip instructed the staff to remain formal and distant with VIP guests, but Naomi couldn't help herself. When she approached Elon to take his order, her natural curiosity and warmth took over. "Good afternoon, sir. What brings you to our little corner of Manhattan?" she asked with a polite smile. Elon looked up from the menu, intrigued by her genuine tone. "Sometimes the best places are the ones no one expects," he said. "I heard this place serves great coffee." Naomi chuckled. "Well, the coffee is decent, but if you're looking for something truly special, you should try the house cheesecake. It's the one thing here I genuinely recommend." Their brief exchange turned into a light conversation as Naomi carefully served his order. Elon, who was used to superficial interactions, found her sincerity refreshing. He asked her about her job, her goals, and her life in the city. Naomi hesitated at first but eventually shared her dream of owning a bakery. Her eyes lit up as she described her vision, and Elon listened intently. However, Philip noticed the interaction and was far from pleased. After Elon left, Philip called Naomi into his office. "What were you thinking, chatting with a customer like that?" he snapped. "I was just being polite," Naomi defended herself. "Polite doesn't pay the bills," Philip retorted. "This is a professional environment, not a place for your personal ambitions. You're fired." Naomi was stunned. She couldn't believe she had lost her job over something so trivial. Packing up her things, she left the restaurant with a mix of anger and despair. Her savings were limited and finding a new job in Manhattan wouldn't be easy. For the first time, her dream of opening a bakery felt out of reach. Days turned into weeks, and Naomi struggled to make ends meet. She spent her days applying for jobs and her nights wondering if she'd ever have a chance to bring her vision to life. But just when she thought all hope was lost, an unexpected opportunity arrived. One afternoon, as Naomi sat at a local cafe going through job listings, a sharply dressed man approached her table. "Ms. Jones?" he asked. "Yes, that's me," Naomi replied cautiously. "My name is Peter. I'm a representative for Mr. Elon Musk," the man said, handing her a business card. Naomi's heart skipped a beat. "He was impressed by your story and wants to help. He's offering to fund your bakery." Naomi stared at him, speechless. "Why would he do that?" she finally managed to ask. "Let's just say he admires people with passion and vision," Peter replied. "He believes in your dream." Naomi couldn't believe what she was hearing. The man handed her a file with details of Elon's offer: startup capital, business mentorship, and even a prime location for her bakery. It was everything she had ever wanted, handed to her on a silver platter. Tears welled up in her eyes as she realized her dream wasn't just alive. It was about to become a reality. The weeks following Elon Musk's offer felt like a whirlwind for Naomi. She could hardly believe how quickly her life had turned around. With Elon's team guiding her, Naomi began laying the foundation for her bakery. The location chosen for her shop was a picturesque corner in Manhattan, nestled between a flower shop and a small bookstore, a place that felt straight out of her dreams. Naomi poured her heart and soul into every detail. From the pastel color scheme of the walls to the handwritten menu cards, everything reflected her personal touch. She spent countless hours perfecting her recipes, often staying up late in her tiny apartment to bake test batches. Elon's team provided support when needed, but never interfered with her creative vision. It was clear that he trusted her to bring her dream to life. Finally, after months of preparation, Sweet Haven Bakery opened its doors. The launch was nothing short of magical. The aroma of freshly baked pastries filled the air as people lined up to see what the buzz was about. Naomi greeted every customer with the same warmth and enthusiasm she had shown Elon that fateful day at the restaurant. Her signature dishes, like lavender honey scones and dark chocolate raspberry tarts, quickly became favorites. But with success came challenges. Philip, her former manager, had been keeping tabs on her rise. He couldn't stand the idea of Naomi thriving after he had fired her. One evening, as Naomi was closing up the bakery, she received an unwelcome visitor. "Well, well, look at you," Philip sneered, stepping into the shop uninvited. "From waitress to bakery owner. Impressive." Naomi's stomach tightened. "What do you want, Philip?" she asked, trying to keep her voice steady. "Oh, nothing much," he said with a smirk. "Just a little piece of the pie, so to speak. You see, I know a lot of people in this city. It'd be a shame if something happened to your perfect little bakery." Naomi was no fool. She knew exactly what Philip was implying. "Get out," she said firmly. Philip chuckled. "I'll be back," he said, walking out the door with a smug grin. Shaken but determined, Naomi refused to let him intimidate her. She focused on running her bakery, which continued to gain popularity. Articles in local food magazines praised her creativity and passion, and customers from all over the city came to experience the magic of Sweet Haven. One day, Naomi decided to share her concerns with Peter, Elon Musk's representative. "Philip's been harassing me," she admitted. "I'm worried he might try to sabotage the bakery." Peter listened carefully and assured her, "You don't need to worry. Mr. Musk doesn't take threats lightly. We'll handle this." True to his word, Elon intervened. Within days, Philip found himself at the center of a legal investigation for workplace misconduct. Several former employees from the restaurant came forward with complaints, and it wasn't long before Philip's reputation was in ruins. Naomi felt a sense of relief, knowing she no longer had to live in fear. With Philip out of the picture, Naomi focused entirely on her bakery. Sweet Haven became more than just a business. It became a symbol of hope and perseverance. People flocked to the bakery not just for the delicious treats, but also for the story behind it. Naomi's journey from a struggling waitress to a successful entrepreneur inspired countless others to chase their dreams. As the bakery flourished, Naomi found herself busier than ever. She expanded the menu, hired a team of passionate bakers, and even started offering baking workshops. But no matter how big the business grew, she never forgot her roots. She continued to greet every customer with a smile and often took time to mentor young aspiring bakers who reminded her of herself. One afternoon, as Naomi stood behind the counter, she saw a familiar face walk through the door. It was Elon Musk. "Mr. Musk," she exclaimed, hurrying to greet him. "Elon, please," he said with a smile. "I just wanted to see how things were going." Naomi led him on a tour of the bakery, proudly showing off the bustling kitchen and the cheerful dining area. "It's more than I ever imagined," she said. "I can't thank you enough." Elon shook his head. "You don't need to thank me. You did this. I just gave you a little push." As they sat down for coffee, Naomi shared her plans for the future. She wanted to open more locations, partner with local farms for ingredients, and even launch a cookbook. Elon listened intently, offering advice and encouragement. By the time he left, Naomi felt even more inspired. She realized that her journey was far from over. There were still so many dreams to chase, so many lives to touch. Sweet Haven had become a beacon of hope, but it was also a testament to the power of perseverance and kindness. And as Naomi watched customers fill the bakery, laughing and enjoying her creations, she knew one thing for certain: this was just the beginning.